In the Latonia neighborhood. Here's your live look at the Brent Spence Bridge on the northbound, now 501. We're following two breaking stories this morning. First, at Covington home, a complete loss after an...
Rogers is live with a closer look at the damage right now. Alexis, good morning.
Good morning to you. We were Street here in the Latonia neighborhood. Just check out this house behind me. It is at a total loss. They're already trying to work on out of this home. You can now literally see straight through the home. They're trying to board it up as best they can. We also see 30. This home was in flames. Now, right next to the home, you can also still see a lot of that damage is that there was no one inside of this house at the time of the fire, because we do believe that this home is vacant. Are still trying to figure out what started this fire, especially in this neighborhood. A lot of the homes are very, very heavy smoke, and the fire for a couple of hours before they were able to call it quits. Now, there is a couple crews here trying to board up as much as they can, and again, we'll check in with as well. But again, no injuries, which is great to see. We'll be sure to update you with the very latest. We're live in Covington. It's 5.
Alexis, thank you. Also breaking up violent early morning in Cincinnati after 2 people were shot.
And now that these shootings may be connected, WLWT News 5's Andrew Setter's live at one of the crime scenes and over the Rhine.
Well, good morning. Police have cleared out of this area here at the Shell station on East Liberty Street and over the shootings actually on the same street here, both of them on East Liberty. We've got a map of these 2 shooting scenes we want to show you of the map. The other down Liberty Street to the west at Liberty and Lynn in the west end. But in the shooting here at the Shell gas station, a woman was shot in the chest early this morning. What we know is that she's 36 years old. Arrests in this case, no other information that might tell us what led to this shooting at this point. A short time before him in that case, also expected to survive. There's little other information on this to go on, little now, because the victim was driven to a hospital in a private car. All of this unfolded in a pretty short period from each other at the Shell here and over the Rhine, and the other scene in the west end. If you have any information that can help the time and location that these two might be connected in some way. Reporting live, Andrew Setters, WLWT.
The Peeping Tom case in Anderson Township are speaking out. Police say 31-year-old Kevin Ayers was caught nude. She's now in my drive-in. It was okay. I know, yeah. And hopefully it feels like that for a while, because the Brent Spence Bridge, it hasn't felt like that lately. 275, which tells you that even your alternate routes can get a little bit congested in the morning. Avoid that area if you can, because one of those lanes is blocked. And as you take a look outside in one of our WLWT, not a lot on the road right now. Randy pointed out that things are a little bit foggy, so that might add a little bit of time into the hill. Obviously, always one of our most congested areas, and you can see it is starting to pick up after rush hour and a little bit before as well, due to all of the construction and backups from the Brent Spence. A possibility for a pool day? Absolutely, bring it on, right? 90 degrees, sunny, no storms to have to contend with. This for the kids and those who get off work early to head out to the pool. As we take a look at our fog tracker this morning, I've switched the radar. Biggest areas of fog right now looks like the northern part of the 275 loop, the east side of town. I know we had some fog this morning in Loveland. Lunken Airport also reporting one of the lower visibilities in the area. So a little bit of fog. It's not overwhelming, but you may run in 275 loop. Mount Healthy's at 67, Delhi's at 72, Mount Carmel 71, and head down to Florence. So for your morning commute, maybe a little bit of fog, but generally not too bad. It's definitely already muggy, 72 at lunch. For the drive home, pump that AC if it works in your car, because it's going to feel like the mid-90s. Lisa and Colin.
All right, thank you, Ray.
Information hearing for the candidate to fill the role of FBI director.
And an incredible sight in the middle of Wild, California. A closer look at the time-lapse here and the video caught by the University of Nevada.
Outside right now, 71 degrees. We have more headlines for you next, right here on Cincinnati's WLWT.
Tonight, the Forever Young talent gets pushed up a notch.
Firenado. You can see it form in the left side of your screen there. This is a wildfire burning in the Entomological Laboratory at the University of Nevada. Took this video from the Lake Oroville Dam. It shows a world charring nearly 6,000 acres so far.
5:16 right now. Pope Francis is making it a little. There's now a 4th pathway. Until now, it's the first change in the main in centuries.
So we've got seismologists, we've got a meteorologist here who says it's going to be pretty hot.
Yesterday we had the rain around through the afternoon. I'll get out of the way. You can see this photo that our viewer Scott Thor took yesterday walking by. Evening was quite nice. We only saw a high of 78 degrees yesterday. Today we're going to jump up toward along the river. Yeah, grab your sunscreen and find a way to of fog this morning. Currently 71 degrees at CBG, 69 degrees in Hamilton, 69 degrees right now. It's only a few degrees above where we should be at mid-July, but 90 degrees, sunny skies, and how about dry weather? That'll be nice to get a break. At noon, steamy sunshine, 85. At 4 o'clock, it'll be 90. It'll feel like 95, 85, even at 8 o'clock tonight. So Futurecast doesn't have a whole lot to show you today. Just watching those clouds clear out early hours. No worries for any outdoor plans tonight. Tomorrow, we may see a stray shower in the morning, but I think in general, we'll kick in it tomorrow afternoon. We'll be hot, we'll be humid in the upper 80s, and a cold front will start to drift in from the north, trickling toward the late afternoon, early evening hours tomorrow. You'll see them kind of lining up here at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening and pressing by the time we hit into early on Friday. And tomorrow, we do have a threat for severe weather. Once again, you can see kind of split regional risk to the south. Anyone could see a storm tomorrow with hail or some damaging winds. But today, it's all about the sun. Scattered storms tomorrow, especially late, lingering into early Friday, and then bring on that weekend sunshine, low humidity air in mid-80s Saturday and Sunday. Let's see what's happening early this morning on the roads. Traffic reporter Vanessa Richardson. Do you have any slow spots at whatever 5?
Yeah, it's about 5:19 right now, Randy. You were really close, actually. As we take a look at the big map, you can see that we'll be around 275, of course, and as you get into your morning commute and your morning rush, things might get a little worse, but as of the street in Burway, one of those lanes is blocked, so be aware of that as you begin your morning. Right under 20 minutes, eastbound 275 from Ronald Reagan Highway to State Route 4 is 7 minutes, around 275 from I-75 to Montgomery Road. And as we take a look outside, you can see on one of our W75, 71 at Kyle's Lane, and of course, things moving along nicely. This is one of our typically congested all morning. Lisa and Colin.
Vanessa, thank you. FC Cincinnati's in Florida, gearing up for one of the biggest...
Preparing to play for the first time in the U.S. Open Cup tournament.
A picture-perfect moment during last night's All-Star Slugger.
Let's go outside live. Right now, it is 5 and out of downtown, out of the Lytle Tunnel there. We'll have more on everything you need to know on this Wednesday. Thanks for waking up with us. We appreciate it.
Make you happy when you want, wherever you want. In your new 2017 Toyota Corolla IM hatchback. Life's adventures.
For the next challenge.
I think a second division team hasn't gone to the semifinals in whatever since 2011 or something. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. We're gonna do everything we can to get a result against Miami.
One of the hottest tickets in town, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Especially in South Beach. It's watching at home. If you're headed out to Rhinehouse or Mecklenburg Gardens or the Grail to watch the game tonight, it's going to feel like yourself in the upper 60s and low 70s. Right now it's 71 degrees at CBG. We did have a little bit of fog developing, and a lot of you, another hot ticket in town tonight, Willie Nelson playing at Riverbend's PNC Pavilion. It's a sold-out show, 8 degrees. 8 o'clock still feels like 90, 85 at that point, and 11 o'clock tonight. Still 70 rain in the morning, but it's going to be more of a late afternoon, early evening issue for us on Thursday. Lingering rain into Friday morning.
All right, thank you, Randy. Getting new insight into what was discussed during a meeting between a Russian lawyer and the president's son.
How page out of his father's playbook to explain what happened.
2 investigations underway for overnight violence, the latest on 2 shootings. Coming up next live here on WLWT News 5 today.
The summer SUV clearance event from the brand ranks #1 in initial quality by Bees. And now get up to $4,000 cash back on a new 2017 Sorrento.
WLWT News 5 today. 2 shootings overnight, just blocks away from each other. What we know about the victims' conditions.
Cincinnati police, and we talked to some of the victims. And a break from the storms today, but not the heat and humidity.
This is WLWT News 5 today.
I'm Lisa Cootie. Your headlines are straight ahead, but let's start with a check on your forecast for this Wednesday. Meteorologist Randy Rico here with the heat and humidity. Wow, we're going to bust 90 today. How about 90 degrees and no storms? Okay. That's it. I'm enjoying the day. We'll be dry start to finish, but you're still going to get a little bit sticky thanks to the fact that it's going to be hot and humid to start out the day. We had the storms with strong winds yesterday in the afternoon, cleared out pretty quickly into the evening, but as the skies cleared out on your drive-in this morning. Temperature-wise, 71 degrees currently at CBG. Handful of other towns in the 60s, Hamilton and Harrison both in the upper 60s as well. So a muggy start to the day, and our temperatures are going to climb very quickly. Take a look at the expected highs across greater Cincinnati. Most places 89 to 91. So that's the mid-90s this afternoon in the shade. If you're out in the direct sunshine, could be feeling like around 100. So let's break it down. Some areas of patchy fog should be gone before 8. At the lunch hour, it'll be 85. Mid-afternoon, 90. And keep 10 o'clock tonight. So if you have plans tonight, still steamy and 80 degrees at 10 p.m. We'll talk about the timeline for storms tomorrow in a few minutes.
Station in and over the Rhine moments after a man is shot blocks away.
WLWT News Side's Andrew Setters is live for us right now on these 2 shootings. Andrew.
Yeah, police don't know if these 2 shootings are real. You can see it's still open for business here. Police have cleared out of this area. This happened just a short time that happened just a couple blocks away. We are here at 30 East Liberty Street in Over the Rhine. This is where a woman was found just down the road at Liberty and Lynn in the West End. In this Over the Rhine shooting, we know that the victim was 36 years with injuries. Police say they found
Wednesday, some fog. Randy, good morning to you. Good morning. You know, it's not very thick, but it is at CVG. 8-mile visibility. No worries if you are headed to the airport to catch a flight this morning. But near Lunkin Airport, about still looking good here in Mount Auburn, looking toward downtown. But there has been a little bit of fog developing overnight. 70s with that very muggy air in place, and we'll start out the morning 69, 70 degrees for most of us as warm and muggy, and by noon pushing the mid-80s. It'll be warm and steamy, and likely by that point kind of feeling like around 90 is the high. It'll feel more like 95 to 97. So if you have the ability to hit the pool today, I know that's a good way to cool the nice weather. But in between, we'll have more rounds of storms to contend with. We'll take a look at the timeline for tomorrow and Friday's storm chances come on the roads this morning. It's been a little bit quiet. I'm probably just jinxed it, but I'll send it over to you, Mr. Richardson. What's the latest?
When you talk about the pool and talk about how nice it's going to be today. I love that. But of course, we do have some yellow on the map as we head. Incidents to make you aware. There is a disabled car causing one lane to be blocked on Elizabeth Street and 71 northbound at Kingsville Road. And you can also see some yellow, of course, in the Westchester area as well. It's one, so 2 lanes are open, 2 lanes are blocked. And as you can see, things are moving, starting to have been even worse than the Brent Spence Bridge. We've been talking about the Cut in the Hill, Turfway Road, and then this right here, of course, 75. All 3 lanes going really slow, a lot of brake lights, and it's gotten so bad the past 2 mornings that they're trying to move things around in the area. So be aware of that. Obviously, you know the drill. If that's on your way to work, you're going to be in traffic to find an alternate route. Lisa and Colin.
Thanks, Vanessa. A Covington sinkhole will take much longer.
Residents who suffered damage from the water main break are now catching a break of their own.
And Coleraine Township right on their concerns, as well as witness account coming up on WLWT News 5 today.